Bernadine Hopkins. I'm a Sauk Village resident. Okay, the way I want to do this, Mayor Hanks, could you ask these individuals these questions? Because I found that the last time I was here, you provided some of the answers, and we rarely have a chance to speak to any of the individuals that are here. So you can make your decision after my question. But what, number 4, for Parks and Recs, I'd like to know why water isn't provided to the community free of charge at the community center. These people are listed on the agenda. 5H's housing. When was it made known that the position was available for a housing commissioner, and how do you apply, and how many positions are generally available? 5H, which is also on the agenda. I am requesting the second and fourth Friday. This is for the senior committee, by the way. I am requesting the second and fourth Friday used in the senior building for seniors for relaxation. And if at all possible, I would like my response from the individuals that are responsible for these departments. And that's pretty much it.
All righty. I can tell you about the position for the Housing Authority. At the July 22nd meeting, it was announced that the position was open during the regular board meeting, and residents were encouraged to provide letters to the mayor or to the Housing Authority. So that was on July 22nd. Senior. Request for the senior building, and I'm having a problem, some of my batteries going down or what, but request for the senior building, you have to go to the senior committee, so I would suggest that you put it, your dates and stuff in writing. If you're looking for
Already did
that. Okay. And then water for this community center. We've never provided free water for the community center. So
But the facilities don't work here.
Hang on.
The facilities don't work.
Public Works approved one of the water fountains that did work, and the other one's not working out. So I'll update, replace, and repair.
Okay. All right, if you can give me an update on when I'm repaired. So, all right, well, I'll work with Public Works to find out when the water fountains will be repaired. So, all righty. All right, next.
Stewart, Sauk Village. A question. There was an incident in a time to where, I'm just trying to get this budget situation understood, to where money was transferred from the water company to the housing authority that was waiting on a grant for August 15th. How was that done, and can you give me a little bit of the time frame on that? Elaborate all you can.
Is that what you have?
That's it.
All right. What's that? Okay. I didn't have the info right now, but I'll have to get the information. So.
That shouldn't come up again. I'll pass it to the judge. Good enough. Thank you.
All right, anything else? All right, so you now move to reports of officers, right to the air. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I have a question.
Can I state your name for the record, please?
Rachel Lupian. This might be a silly question, but Robin Williams just died today, or yesterday, and a lot of people were doing like things in their town for him, like making a little memorial thing for him.
We need to stick to the agenda items only. We need to stick to agenda items only tonight. But yeah, so it's on the agenda items only. But I understand what you're saying about Robert Williams. I don't know if there's anything planned for the community right now, but that would probably, if anything, would go through probably public relations. So if you can, talk to Trustee Williams after the board meeting.
Okay.
All right? Thank you. All right. Seeing no one else come forward, we'll move up to reports of officers, move to the mayor's report. First thing we have tonight is proclamation. Village of Sauk Village. Proclamation, we have, whereas the Village of Sauk Village holds the health and safety of its residents as a chief concern, and whereas the Village of Sauk Village intends to raise public awareness about 811. Whereas dialing 811, the free national call before you dig number, will ensure safe digging among our constituents. Whereas about a quarter of the 175,000 reported strikes each year on underground utilities happen because that call was not made according to the industry research. Whereas the Village of Sauk Village respectfully asks that you help promote safe digging in our community. Whereas the Village of Sauk Village asks professional excavators at a work site and residents digging on their own property to call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before the work begins to allow time for underground lines to be located and properly marked. Whereas the Village of Sauk Village respectfully asks you to help us proclaim Monday, August the 11th, 2014 as 811 Day, a day set aside to remind everyone of the importance of utilizing 811 prior to beginning any digging project. Now therefore, the mayor and the Village Board of Trustees of the Village of Sauk Village do hereby proclaim August the 11th, 2014 as 811 Day, call before you dig. In witness of thereof, I have here to set my hand to affix this 12th day of August 2014. Mayor, your day. Also have a prepared statement, and I'll go through this here. First, I'd like to say I have the utmost respect for the men and women that serve on the Sauk Village Fire Department and how they are willing to put their lives in danger to serve another. However, I would like to take a moment to clear up some concerns that I have received and also misconceptions and misleading statements that followed a structure fire this last Saturday. On August 9, 2014, the Sauk Village Fire Department responded to a structure fire at the Carlisle Estate subdivision. It appeared as they started to put out the fire that the surrounding fire hydrants were broken or out of service because firefighters were unable to turn hydrants on. On Monday, August 11, 2014, Sauk Village Public Works Department, along with Kevin Weller and 2 employees, Sauk Village Fire Chief Stoffregan, Trustee Myers, and I with Carlisle Estates. Fire hydrants were tested and were verified to all be in working order. Some concerns that I received were the following. First one is there were multiple fire trucks responding to Sauk Village. The answer to this is Sauk Village has had a mutual aid agreement with surrounding communities since 2009, when well number 3 was taken off the road. This is also in compliance with an order by the IUPA and Attorney General. Another concern was fire hydrants did not work or were broken. Ensure you that the fire hydrants in the Carlisle Estate subdivision are in working order and have been checked and verified by the Sauk Village Public Works and the Sauk Village Fire Department. Another concern is none of the hydrants in the subdivision work. Carlisle subdivision has 12 fire hydrants. Fire hydrants within the subdivision have been tested and verified by the Sauk Village Public Works and Sauk Village Fire Department. Another concern is the Sauk Village is not repairing or replacing fire hydrants. The answer to that is over the last year, Public Works Department has installed 3 new fire hydrants and repaired 8 additional hydrants. Sauk Village will continue to replace and repair fire hydrants on an ongoing basis and while using whatever resources are available. After verifying that the fire hydrants were working, we, being the Fire Chief, Public Works Director, Trustee Myers, and myself, met briefly to go over what could have happened. The following are a few points that came out of our discussions. Firefighters are using a smaller wrench compared to public works employees when opening fire hydrants. Number one. Number two, fire hydrants that are not used often develop a calcium buildup around the seal, which requires a larger bar to open the hydrants and some extra elbow grease, if you want to say strength. Also found out that firefighters are being more cautious when opening fire hydrants so not to break the internal stems, bolts, and nuts, which are parts that are known to fail first. Corrective actions that will be going in place. Fire department will order 4 larger wrenches to be placed inside their trucks and engines immediately. When there is a large structure fire, the fire department has the approval to call out public works at the discretion of the fire chief if there is any issues with fire hydrants. Next one is the fire department will have a joint troubleshooting training with public works in opening and closing issues with fire hydrants. The next one is Robinson Engineering will perform a GIS mapping of all fire hydrants, and public works will continue to work with the fire chief, prioritizing the repair and replacement of fire hydrants. And Sauk Village will work with our lobbyists and the governor's office to request that approved funding, the $25,000 that has already been approved for fire hydrants, be released. And we'll ask that it be released immediately so we can continue to work on getting them repaired and replaced. In closing, if you have any concerns, please contact Chief Stofferman or Public Works Director Waller. Also like to let residents know, especially the ones along Jeffrey Avenue, that construction should be starting soon. We're hoping this week, but the rain has probably slowed construction off on starting this week. But road construction on Jeffrey Avenue from Sauk Trail to 215th Place, and on Peterson Avenue from 215th Place to the park will consist the roadway repaving, patching, various curb, sidewalks, and driveway replacements. Paving operations may begin as early as this week and will go for several weeks. No parking will be allowed on these streets during construction. Please use alternate routes during construction whenever possible. The entire project should be completed on or before the end of September. And again, a lot of it depends on weather permitting, correct? Yeah. So, we're right on, right?
Yeah.
By the end of September?
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. With that, I think that's all my stuff. So we'll move to village clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On the back table, there are some flyers for a job fair that will be taking place on Tuesday, August 19th at 9 a.m. at the Bethlehem Star MD Church at 9231 South Cottage Grove Avenue. This job fair is hosted by Pastors United for Change, State Senator Donnie Trotter, State Representative L.G. Sims, and Cook County Commissioner Stanley Moore. It is Tuesday, August 19th, and there are flyers on the back table. Secondly, I'd like to thank the South Suburban mayors and managers and the County Grain Manufacturing Partnership for providing a workshop in Sauk Village last week where 14 people were able to attend regarding manufacturing skills job training. People that were here were very receptive to the opportunity, and we plan on doing a nighttime program soon. So hopefully people who have a job that they want to get a better job will be able to take advantage of that in the evening. And also I'd like to say that we're starting something different. We keep trying to find ways to reach out to our community as far as our email alerts, and we've started something different we call resident recognition. Now this is different than someone you should know. What we like to do, if you know anybody who's celebrating a birthday, a special day like a retirement, a promotion, a graduation, or any kind of special day that would like to get some special recognition, we'd like you, there's a sign-in sheet at the back table. This will also be posted on the internet, and it will be circulated throughout the village hall. We'd like you to put your name and your phone number and what that special occasion is. Tonight was the mayor's first chance to be able to call Armando Lupian for his birthday. Today is his birthday, and the mayor made a call just before we were trying to make a call.
I tried to make a call. In fact, I got to talk to his wife, and I tried calling his number, but his cell phone's not taking voicemails.
So that was very nice. You guys told him you called.
So, But,
Tonight was the first one.
Yeah.
This sheet was actually out at the National Night Out, and several people signed this as well as signed up for the email alerts. And those of you who aren't familiar with the Sauk Village email alerts, there are also, at the back table, sheets to fill out where if you just fill out your information, I will sign you up myself. But most importantly, when you sign up for the email alerts, you have to answer the confirmation that comes to your email. If you don't respond to the confirmation email, you will not be getting Sauk Village email alerts. If anybody is not getting their email alerts for whatever reason, please contact me. I can't say that they come out every day, but if you haven't gotten one since August 5th, and you hit the last one, I believe, was August 5th, if you have not been receiving those, please let me know, because there are some times where it goes into your spam folder, which I don't have any control over yet, but I will be happy to check it out. Also, we have, someone you should know is something the Public Relations Committee in the Village Clerk's Office started a while ago, and I think we've done 3 or 4 people so far. And this week I was asked to recognize someone from the fire department, someone who did an outstanding achievement, and they'd like to be recognized. So I'd like to know if Emmanuel Miles is in the room?
Here.
Emmanuel, would you please step up? And I'd like to ask the fire chief and the mayor to step down with Mr. Miles while I read the award of commendations. Award of Commendation, Sauk Village Fire Department. This is to certify that Emmanuel Miles has performed a valuable, distinguished, and meritorious service to a fellow man as described herein. Mr. Miles awoke around 5 a.m. the morning of June 8, 2014, to find his neighbor's back porch on fire. He immediately called the fire department and then went to his neighbor's house to wake them. Because of his quick actions, the fire did not spread to the whole house. The family was able to get out before anyone was injured. Mr. Miles is a true hero for caring for his neighbors. Therefore, in recognition of this achievement, this award is presented on behalf of the Sauk Village Fire Department, its officers and men, awarded this 12th day of August, 1900 and 2014. And that is the mayor thing of my report. Thank you.
go to, Village Attorney, Attorney Michael Brad.
Thank you, Mayor. Before the meeting, I passed out a memo to you, the board members, regarding some updated litigation. And it's to be put on the agenda for an upcoming executive session. Give you some time to look it over. We'll talk about it, I guess, in 2 weeks. Thank you. Please, my report.
Thank you very much. Move to the village engineer, Mr. Knight.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. An update on the water treatment plant improvement project. Project is going very well at Water Treatment Plant 2, which is well 3. We are almost ready for startup there. So we expect in a couple weeks that well will be fired up and will go through treatment. And very soon, that water will be available to the residents, clean and vinyl chloride free. So in detail, the new electrical transformer that we were waiting on ComEd forever for was finally installed, and that's enabling everything to move forward. So the electrician right now is wiring up the plant. All piping in the filter building has been installed and it's been painted. The media has been placed into the iron filter. The air compressor has been installed. There's a new rolling door on the filter building, and fencing is being put up, and structural repairs to the backwash tank have been completed. And over at Water Treatment Plant 1, which is wells 1 and 2, the new backwash tank is 75% backfill, so that's going to be up and running soon. And the garage and office building, the siding has been removed, and the new siding is now being installed. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Stopped at well number 3 today, tonight, and they were stopped there working. So
Oh, really? What time?
5:30? About 5:30.
Nice. They were here on the weekend too, painting, so they're trying their best to get it done as quickly as possible.
Good. All right, thank you. Move to reports of trustees and board committees, Parks and Recs, trustee Costa.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, I would like to announce that we had to cancel our meeting for the first Tuesday of the month, last week, because of the basketball game, so we rescheduled it for August 21st. And the major topic of discussion that day will be the corn and dog roast, which, as I'm talking about, the corn and dog roast will be August 30th from 2 to 5 p.m. right here behind the community center, the village hall. And still looking for volunteers to run games and stuff, but it's coming together pretty quick. So if you have anybody who's interested in volunteering, see me. We're also going to be building some new games starting the 18th for the kids to play. So if you have any construction skills or any ideas for that, I'd be more than happy to accept them. Our basketball season is about to come to an end. We have a couple more games, and then we have the tournament, and the season will be at an end. And we're already planning the season, the fall season, which we're taking registrations for. Will be starting on the 15th of September. So if you have any questions or any ideas for that, I'm looking forward to it. But we are planning another fall season. That is my report.
Does the season start next September 15th or registration?
Registration. We're going to start the season in the middle of October. What's the cost? Still being worked out. We're pretty sure it's going to be $35 like it was last time, but we are also looking forward, and this is not until January, traveling, which may be a higher expense, but we haven't got the forms and that for that yet, so that's more information will be coming.
All right. Move to beautification committee, trustee Morgan.
Mayor, just want to say during the National Nights Out program, at the very beginning, it was unable to be there, but there was an unveiling of the Albert Welch Veteran Memorial Park sign. That sign is just unbelievable. To the resident that put that together, I personally say thank you to Sharon, my volunteer, for diligently working with this woman to see this project through. Thank you. And also to Kevin Willard for the Department of Public Works, to your employees. Thank you as well for making this a reality. Also, to let everybody know, if you slowly but surely, if you notice that the police department, certain things are being removed and changed. Beautification committee is working diligently with the Department of Public Works to make the police department more appealing, and that is a work in progress. Our next meeting will be tomorrow, August 13th, here at the community center at the village at 7 p.m. That's all I have. Thank you.
I like that, trustee. We're trying to make the police department more appealing. That way, when the police officers are bringing them there, they're less resistant. So, less stressful? There you go. All right, thank you very much. Move to ordinance review committee, trustee Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple items. First off, I finished my review of the new code book. I promised the police department and the board that I would go through it. First thing we did, we went through the computer system and ran a canvas of all the calls that most likely the police officers did in the last couple of years. And those are the calls that we are in and make sure that are put in the little pamphlet I'm going to hand out to us. Then we did code the same way, and those were put in. So the pamphlet's going to be, it will give the section number starting at the first page of the book and going all the way to the last page. It will give a brief description of the ordinance violation. It will give the number of the ordinance, and it will give the finding of the ordinance for the time. It will also inform the officer that we have a fine structure on it. If it's a state also, they can, the section of the ICC code, the Illinois Compliance Statute Code that they can check and look it up. I will present this to the board next Tuesday night. I will have a copy for the police chief to review, and then if it's all set to go, my board will look at it this Thursday night, and if it's all set to go, then we'll hand it out 24 booklets to the officers on the street. It may help a lot of the officers easier to read the new code book. If you don't do that thing every day of the week, it could get stumbling. But anything to help them out on the street. And the last thing, the ordinance review committee will meet Thursday night, 7 p.m. here in this building. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Wood. Intergovernmental Relations Committee, Trustee Bridges.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Intergovernmental Relations Committee, we'll be hosting a tax appeal outreach program here September 11th at 7 o'clock, right here in the Village Hall. Around September 5th, you will be getting an appeal in the mail from Cook County. You need to bring that with you along with your tax statement from last quarter, well, last half of year. Bring that with you, and we will have Bloom Bloom Township and Cook County will be here. They're going to go over with you what you have to do, and I think they're going to actually help people fill them out. Bloom wants to bring more people into their office, but I'm trying to get them to make this a one-stop shop. So I'm working on that, but we need, if anyone is planning on appealing their taxes this year, that's the time period. The time period will be from the time you receive your tax appeal form, which will be around September 5th. You have 30 days to appeal, and you're appealing next year's taxes. So this year's taxes you've already paid by now, so you're appealing next year's taxes, the second installment, which will be this time next year, and it'll show up this time next year on your installment. So if anyone is planning on appealing their taxes, by all means be here. Again, I'll have flyers. I'll be passing them out. I'm going to give it to the e-blast and send it over there. So I would behoove any taxpayer, any person. Now, I was also told that if you have a seniors citizens freeze, you need not appeal. So if you have a senior citizens freeze, you don't want to appeal because you may change your requirements, because if it's appealed less, that means you're going to get less taken off, so you don't want that to be disrupted. So, but everyone else that I'm sure that wants to appeal, and the reason that they're waiting after September 5th is because our taxes were increased this year, and the assessment of the homes were increased, and they're going to Bloom and County is already going through this area, and they're going to lower some of them. So this way you can find out, but how much is it going to be lowered? I don't know. Another word to the wise: if you had your home recently assessed and you have proof, that helps you out greatly. So if you have that, bring that with you too. So anyone that had went through modification or they had their house reassessed for whatever reason it may be, bring that paperwork with you, and that's something that could be that will work in your favor for just you, because what they do is they go through an average in the town and they take the assessment from there. That is my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee. Go to Neighborhood Watch Committee, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to say that the Neighborhood Watch Committee met on last night at our regular scheduled meeting, the second Monday of every month at the fire station. We had a lot of the residents that came out to the Neighborhood Watch meeting, and I just want to thank my committee for working very hard. As you know, we have an upcoming event. Our next meeting will not be at the fire station, but we're going to have a safety rally, a back-to-school safety rally instead. I just want to recognize the committee for working so hard. I see my president of our officers here tonight, Daniel, and my secretary is here, Rachel. If you could just raise your hand. And we have so many Black Club captains that's here tonight, and they're getting their badges and their pictures taken. This is going to be a great event that we're going to have our back-to-school rally right here. I am happy to announce, after talking with the mayor, that he confirmed that he will be here to be on that panel that night. We're going to provide a forum for the residents to come and to talk about their questions, suggestions, or anything that they want to talk about in regard to them feeling safe in Sauk Village. That will be their opportunity to come and let the elected officials hear what they have to say. Oftentimes they've tried to communicate, for whatever reason they weren't able to get through. So this will be a forum where they will be able to come and ask anything that they want to ask. I will be here that night because our committee is hosting it. I'll be facilitating that forum that night. We're also going to have State Rep Marcus Evans. He's confirmed that he'll be here. We also have State Rep LG Sims. He's confirmed that he will be here. We also have Dr. Donna Leak, school superintendent for 168. She will be here for Rickover, Strasburg, and Wagner. We also have confirmed Dr. Navarrete, who is the superintendent for 168, the superintendent for Bloom Trail and Bloom South. I did talk to some other people that I'm ready to confirm as well. I don't want a really big panel because I want the audience to have the majority of the time to ask whatever questions that they want. Also, I did talk with Chief Alibis before, and he let me know that he would be available for the neighborhood watch to probably over in the fall. So with this program coming up, we'll probably have a guest chief or someone from law enforcement, because that's crucial to be here to answer questions that residents have about how to be safe in their community. So we're going to have a great time that day, and I want you all to just put it all out over the village and let your neighbors and friends know. We want to encourage them to come. On that night also, we have approximately 47 new block club captains. And I want to clap my hands for all the residents that are stepping up all over the village. We did a registration at Bloom Trail, and I sat at that table, and I had Sauk Village on the front. So the students that were registering to go back to school, I registered and talked to 47 parents that want to become block club captains just in Sauk Village. So I'm really proud of the committee. The committee is working very hard. We're going to have a tag day this coming Friday. We'll be right out here in front of Walgreens from 8 to 12, and then again from 2 to 6. So if you have a donation, if you want to purchase book bags or school supplies, you want to make a donation, no matter how big or how small, you can either bring it to the village hall, or you can also purchase our new video, Happy, that we did with the Neighborhood Watch for a donation of $5 that's going toward the book bags, or you can give it to myself or the mayor or any trustee. I'm sure will get it to me. I also want to say that I attended National Night Out here, and we did the line dance that night, and the residents came and joined in, and we had a great time meeting new residents. And I want to conclude my announcements for the Neighborhood Watch by saying all of the block club captains that are coming on board are all getting badges made. So when they're in the community, they will be able to be identified who they are, because we have so many people in the village walking around, and we want them to be safe, and they're walking around in groups. Recently, the residents have been going to different areas, and they've been coming together, calling each other, and they've been formulating and walking in different areas, getting new block club residents to join. So if you're here tonight and you live on a block and you don't know who your block club captain is, or you don't have a block club captain, you can see me after tonight, and you can see Daniel or Rachel, and we'll get someone over there in that area to walk your neighborhood as well. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, trustees. Move to Public Relations and Community Outreach Partner Committees. Trustee Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a reminder, there will not be a Public Relations Committee meeting this month. And as far as Community Outreach Partnership, a couple of different things. We will be meeting 2 weeks from tonight. I did send an email out to the committee. We're hoping that by that time, we will be able to finalize the employee appreciation items and be able to present them that meeting. Although I did just hear rumblings of an executive session in 2 weeks, so we might have that at 5 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock, but I'll let my committee know, because I don't want to push off the employee appreciation anymore than at the end of August. So that's our plan. So just let me know if we're going to have an executive session.
You should include me in your emails. So it helps me plan better in the executive session.
You know what? I will add you to the community outreach partnership list, so that you know what I know and I know what you know. So then we're hoping to do that at the last board meeting to pass out the project that we've been working on for our employee appreciation. Also, just a reminder that the Battle of the Badges will be held on the 30th of this month at the baseball fields behind Wagner. Hopefully weather will allow this to happen, and we're really looking forward to it. And then finally, I just wanted to say on behalf of my committee and behalf of everybody else who worked so hard for the National Night Out, and thank you for everybody who participated. We had a really great turnout. It was better than last year, and I'm hoping that next year it'll be even better. I just want to say thank you to all of our departments. Was not able to see the fire department presentation because I was manning the very successful Walkie Taco booth. But I hear that it was fabulous, and I saw multiple pictures and multiple videos on Facebook. So everybody really, really enjoyed that. I know that people were really excited to come out and see the squads that we have and have the opportunity to speak with the police officers. And it was a really great night. It definitely grew bigger than it was last year. And like I said, I hope it gets bigger next year. And I would just like to think that it's from our committee. I'm pretty sure we'll be doing walkie tacos again because they were a hit. And so thank you for my committee for coming up with that and helping with that. And as always, my committee rocks. So thank you guys for your help. And my volunteers, Anthony Neary and Cherie Ruiz, thank you for your help. And like I said, I just hope it gets bigger every year. And thank you for everybody who came out. And that concludes my comment.
Trustee, what time is the Battle of the Badges?
I think it starts at 11.
Okay, because Corner Dog is
Right, the Corn Dog Roast was moved back.
Okay.
And we moved, and the Battle of the Badges was moved up in hopes that the people who are going to be attending both, like myself, would be able to attend both, because they're on the same day.
Okay, thank you. Because I didn't hear you say what time.
I didn't say the time.
Okay, thank you.
And it's on field 2 this year.
It is.
Just everybody remember, so it's not on the very first field. If you're planning on attending, it's not on the very first field that's by the concession stand. I mean, you'll probably be able to see us on the second field, it's right next door.
The concession stand, little people.
Yes.
That'd be short. After the fire department, police should be good.
Oh, I'm sure. It'll be real quick this year.
Oh, here we go again. And on a positive note, since we're talking about baseball fields, this last Monday, I met with IDOT on our $200,000 grant. We were able to walk through. I had Trustee Hoskin there. Kevin was there, met with IDOT and the grant writer from Robinson Engineering. Went through the whole entire park with IDOT, giving our vision for what it's going to look like. We're making a few changes to the grant. And we should know something, and remember my dates, right? You guys may have to help me out. We should know something by September, if we get it or not. If we get it in October, I get to go down to Springfield and give a 3-minute presentation on why Saukville should be given this money. So we're putting together, we're pretty positive. There was $2.4 million allocated, and for projects, there's only $2.8 million worth of projects. So it's very positive. We're excited about the amount of work. We're talking new walking paths, we're talking new soccer field, new playground equipment, redoing all of our baseball fields, making everything ADA compliant, new batting cages. So it's a lot of work. We're excited about it. So just kind of giving you an update on what we're doing. So I think the meeting was supposed to last a half an hour. I think we were out there for over an hour. But we're walking, going step by step with the representative from IDOT. Again, we got to show her our vision while she was out there going through everything, what we envisioned. So keep that in mind. And then what ends up happening is in October, if we get to go, I'll be down in Springfield giving a presentation. And then if everything's a go after that, we'll look for the governor to release the funds somewhere between January and April of next year. So we're right on that. All right, move to item number 5, reports of departments, committees, and commissions. We have Fire Department 911 Commission, Chief Salter.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. Over the past 3 weeks, the fire department responded to 19 calls. 4 fire alarms, 6 medical assist, 1 vehicle action, 1 station coverage for another town. Wires down, 3 gas leaks, 1 CO alarm, and 1 possible structure. On August the 9th, fire department was called 2113 Powder Lane. This address resides in Carlisle State Subdivision. If any fire in our town, we have automatic agents with South Chicago Heights, Creek, Township, and State. We respond along with us. We primarily use it because of our safety and the state of the water system, with well 3 being down for repair. On our arrival, we found the garage and home fully involved in 2 exposures. We attempted to open one of the hydrants down the street with the fire, and they cannot get the hydrant to properly operate. With all that going on, our next course of action was to utilize Stager's tanker and begin a tanker operation. It was at this time we saw a need for additional water and tank volume. We requested a mutual aid box line from the fire, which brought in surrounding area departments, and fire engines and tankers. And it looked like a used car lot out there for some people. Everything went well, and like the mayor mentioned earlier in the report, Public Works and other people checked the whole subdivision out, and everything is fine, and we got some different things that we're going to be looking at and putting into place. No one got hurt, everybody went home safe, and that's the main project.
Hey, Chief, who's first started?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to report from the time period of 7/23 through 8/12, the police department responded to a total of 1,070 calls, 150 of those being traffic related, 51 suspicious autos, 43 suspicious persons, 34 criminal, 51 domestics, 54 juvenile problems, 117 other service calls, along with 96 building checks, 65 ambulance assistance, 7 burglar alarms. For those of you concerned, burglaries are up slightly this month by 2. There's 2 more burglaries than there were last year at this time. Also, I'd like to put out there, there's been a rash of manhole covers being stolen from our industrial areas. They are at a considerable cost to the village. So I would ask that any resident, if they were to see any suspicious vehicles coming or going from the industrial center, either late at night or early in the morning, please call the police. And we don't have any description of any suspects at this time. Also like to take a minute to thank everybody for helping out on National Night Out. Every year, like you said, this is our second year. It's turning out to be a fairly good event for our community. I'd like to thank everyone, Public Works, Fire Department, ESDA, Rufus the Clown, Pat Couch, had some involvement, Community Outreach, Beautification Committee, Intergovernmental Relations Committee, Neighborhood Watch, Public Relations. Also a couple other names I'd like to mention. Brittany Olson from Smoothie King, Monica Ciarlo, the CPR instructor, Home Helpers Care, Sauk Village Church of God, Pastor Lyle, Southland Healthcare Forum, Student Arts and Crafts, Eileen DeJong, Arts and Crafts, Edith Papa, and I didn't mention Pat Couch. Thank you all very much. It was a big and a great turnout for us. Also like to say real quick that last week, one of our officers, Officer Brown, was assigned a midnight shift, was covering a few hours in the afternoons. Attempted to stop a vehicle, at which time the vehicle didn't stop and fled from Officer Brown. During the time he was chasing the vehicle, the driver threw out an assault rifle out the window. Subsequently, the offenders were taken into custody. The weapon was recovered, and it turns out that the rifle was stolen. So just every once in a while, I like to give people an idea of what the police officers are looking at here every night on the street. So I'd like to congratulate Officer Brown and all the officers on the shift for a job well done. Thank you. And also, one other small detail. I hope that all the material that the police department donated to Neighborhood Watch during the National Night Out was very useful to folks involved with Neighborhood Watch. And trustee, I have to say, I don't remember you asking me at all, or ever inviting me to speak at any neighborhood watch function. So maybe there's some misunderstanding by somebody that talked to me. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, that's the end of my report.
Mayor, I just want to say briefly, Chief Olivas, I not only came over there several times to talk with the dispatcher and also talk with Sergeant Salisbury, and they told me they were going to give you the messages and get back with you. They couldn't do anything without your permission. I did speak to you here, but we can talk about that later. I don't want to talk about that now in an open forum, but if you're available to be here on that night, the committee and the village residents would love to have you here as our chief. If you can put it on your schedule, it would be greatly appreciated. And we did use the material. We copied the material and passed out far more than what we took. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem.
Thank you. Move to Public Works Department. Mr. Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Got some items here, residential concerns and complaints in town. Our street sweeper is back up and running. We've got the equipment has been repaired, so you will see the street sweeper back out on the streets, cleaning up. Grass cutting is concerned all season long. We did have a month of dry time, but we do have a lot of locations now that are starting to pop up due to the rain. And we are currently working on the ball fields to make sure they're working or looking well, at least for the game itself, and we'll move on from there. Park equipment, ongoing for some of the repairs that we are allowed to do, which is swing sets and some of the repairs and some of the centerpieces of equipment, that's ongoing. Trees, which is a complaint around the whole town due to the ash trees. Our first priority right now is from the storm and the residents' complaints of branches they're noticing now that are brown leafed and they're noticing green trees. We have about 23 of those to take care of, and then we'll start cutting the ash trees down again. Sign replacement, we had every entrance of town. We went through every sign that is posted at the entrances of every street in Sauk Village, readjusted, put new poles in where were needed, and added the neighborhood watch signs. So you'll be noticing those out there and all the signs properly erected. Street lights, definitely an ongoing issue. Every year we do have street lights out. We, at this time, have repaired 56 street lights. We do have a short list still of some basic ones for just light bulbs or photocells, and we do have a list of also fault locates. There are 7 of those, and we are currently trying to work on one each time we get an opportunity. A couple of them are brand new, and unfortunately they'll have to wait to the end of the list, but we are working on them daily. Pothole complaints, I do ask residents, and I've asked many times, if you drive the streets daily, every one of the streets, if you have a complaint, please call the village hall. We have a list of residential complaints, which we will address first, and then we will just continue the rest of the town, patching all the holes in any of the cutout work that we've done throughout the season, and that will be for the end of the season, before fall. Also, we have a crew out working on our dig and jet list. They currently have worked on about 15 of the jets at this time, which is roughly equaling out to about 9,000 possible collections. So hopefully some of that money will start coming back in for us here. And daily, Public Works is working with miscellaneous departments, and any concerns they may have, all they have to do is notify us or leave a message. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Move to Administrative Services, Brzezinski.
Every time you say that, it makes me smile. Finally, you got it. I just want to update you on a few business things that have been going on since I've been back from vacation. 2480 Sauk Trail will be opening up as a nonprofit domestic violence counseling center. While the parents are getting therapy, the children will, be provided therapy also. They're going to do computer lab, literacy and resume writing, and interviewing skills, and they're going to be doing food and clothes giveaways, back to school event, food and free backpacks away for the children, and they roughly think they're going to be serving about 250 people annually, so I don't think there's going to be a lot of traffic in there. After going through the zoning ordinance, Elizabeth Chine and myself were able to fit them in under a couple of things, so she'll be coming in to pay for her business license probably this week. I received a call from Trinity Funeral Crematory, and they're looking to open up a crematory and a funeral parlor in the industrial area. Currently, our zoning code does not talk about either. So with the advice of Elizabeth Shine, she thought the village board might want to do a text amendment to our code book and get that put under as a special use with conditions. So that's not going to happen right away. So I'll call the lady back and let her know. I just found this out in around 3:30 today.
Well, that would have to come from the zoning, right? For a text
Well,
amendment, with approval from the zoning board?
Yeah, we'd have to do it. We would have to do the text amendment to the zoning board, and then if she does want to come out, she would have to do a special use. Their name is Trinity, I believe. I will call her back. I was waiting to hear back from the attorneys about appropriate steps that we were going to have to take, because I have no clue about, the state statutes and all that go along with that. And also, yesterday a gentleman came into my office, Nick's Wholesale. They've had a sign on the door at 1705 Sauk Trail for quite a while. I informed him today, I guess he's a tobacco distributor. They are not open to the public. They distribute tobacco and like a storage facility. I informed him today that that is not allowed in the C2 area, and he should have checked with the village before he signed a lease with Mr. Panos. I gave him copies of the zoning ordinance and sent him on his way. I don't know, what he's going to do. He said he signed the lease, but I told him, I work for the village. He should have came here first to find out if that would have been an allowable use. And I found out today that Linwood Recycling is no longer taking TVs, so we have a lot of TVs being dumped all over the place. I spoke to a resident today and asked her to call like Best Buy to see if they would take them, and the one in Lansing will take them free of charge. So at least we have somewhere we can refer the people to with the TVs. And I guess that concludes my report.
Mr. Mayor. Sharon, can you tell me what's going on across the street here? Does anybody know? Excavating?
Yes. A new farmer bought the property, and what he's doing is, according to Kevin, they're filling underneath the dirt with clay because they have a flood area over there, and one of the drain tiles, I think it's collapsed. So that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I thought
it's still unincorporated, so.
I thought it might have been a business opening, that's all.
No.
All right, move to Finance Director, Mr. Rowe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and the board. There are a couple items. The last insurance meeting did not happen because of the unavailability of our insurance brokers representatives. And it will be rescheduled for next month, and it will be on the first Friday. And the second thing is, we did receive $996,750 from IEPA towards the loan number 6, payment schedule number 6. We got the check on Friday and has been deposited on Monday. The next is the TIF audit reports are done, and I'm preparing the final reporting that needs to be submitted to the Illinois Comptrollers, and it will be soon done. And the third thing is, the current audit 2013-14 is almost about 75% done, and I'm trying to get all the other information, and soon it will be completed and will be filed. I did contact Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity for the 2 grants we applied for, $25,000 and $50,000. The agreements are in process, but the governor has put a hold on those contracts until the bond is issued. We will not be able to get any funding, but it's going to be happening pretty soon. The sixth one is, out of the last year 2013 tax levy, we have gotten so far about 65% of the tax levy. I'm still expecting about $1.1 million to complete the last two steps. So that is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherman.
You said that's still outstanding on the tax on 1 point?
It's still outstanding. I'm expecting that I should be here pretty soon. Hopefully by the end of this month.
So we really shouldn't hold our breath then.
Right.
We really shouldn't hold our breath then.
Probably.
So stay a little more, so it's within 6 weeks. All right, let's do.
I just want to make a statement. Mohan, thank you very much for the information that I asked you to give for me. I really appreciate it. It was very helpful.
Okay.
And it's something that we have to keep looking at. I will be asking, but it's something that we get to just keep our hands on and just kind of, keep things going.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, move to Sauk Village Homeland Security, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. From July 19th through August 8th, Homeland Security responded with fire department attendants, 1 vehicle accident, 3 fire alarms, 1 assist other agency, 1 down wire, 2 gas leaks, 1 CO alarm, and 1 possible structure fire. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Move to Human Relations Commission, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of the Human Relations Commission, we meet the first Monday of every month at 7 o'clock right here at the Village Hall. We are currently planning as the Human Relations Commission a meeting with all of the pastors. We know that we have a lot of focus sometimes on youth that may not be doing what they should be doing. But we do have a lot of youth in Sauk Village that's on the honor roll, that's maintaining great grades, and they're doing some outstanding things that sometimes may not be recognized. So the Human Relations Commission is in the process of meeting with all the local pastors and some of the residents to get some of those youth names. They want to have their own meeting where they can talk to young people on their own level. So we're planning that for the youth. We want to invite them to come to the Human Relations next meeting, as well as we're planning a pre-Thanksgiving Day dance for the youth in Sauk Village. And we'll give you more information about that date and when and where. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee. Move to Housing Commission, Commissioner Houghton.
Mr. Mayor and Board, the Housing Commission will be having a meeting this Thursday at 7 p.m. here in this Village Hall. And I'd like to put before the Mayor and Board consideration to swear in a new commissioner to replace unexpired terms up until April 30th, 2016. We'd like to submit Mr. Kerry Pratt's name for consideration.
Is there a motion to approve Kerry Pratt?
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carried. Could I ask Kerry Pratt to please come forward? And
Wait till you get sworn in, then you clap.
I, Gary Pratt, having been appointed to the office of Housing Commissioner in the Village of Sauk Village, in the County of Cook and Will, County, aforesaid, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of Housing Commissioner for the State.
they always say is you haven't been sworn in, you'll be sworn at. So. All right, I think that's the overall report. So we move to Senior Committee, Ms. Langston.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Sauk Village Senior Committee, as you know, continues to provide the free monthly blood pressure screening first Monday from 1 to 2 in the Senior Center office.
Oh, that hugging on.
Our honor system paperback book exchange is very successful. One many thanks to Nancy Baker for all the books she's been donating and for the many participants to the program. Yesterday, the Rat Race movie was shown at the Conathy Library, and it was enjoyed by all the senior attending. Last Friday, there was a problem with our open senior social activities due to a misunderstanding by a police dispatcher. We apologize for the inconvenience it caused. I want you to mark your calendar for our 11th annual Senior Citizen Spaghetti Dinner on Saturday, October 11th. The village still sponsors the 3 senior organizations on Sunday. That's the 2nd and 4th Sunday. Monday, the 1st and 3rd, and the 2nd and 4th Wednesday for leisure timers. And other events would be the BMW Crossroad Motorcycle Group on the 3rd Tuesday at 7 p.m. And from 8 to 11 a.m., the Wednesday Ceramics Group will start off. They're finishing up their summer hours from 1 to 3. And every Sunday, 6 to 10 in Sauk Village Bluegrass. They provide bluegrass, country, western, and gospel music for dancing or listening pleasure. They will be closed on Labor Day Sunday. The Bloom Township Annual Picnic last Thursday on August 7th was a huge success, thanks to the great staff and several of our village seniors winning the folding chair door prizes. Nadine Morgan, one of our residents, won the large bear drawing from one of the vendors. Some of the other senior programs at Township, they have free senior swimming every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. They have the growing dancing line dance classes. Their next 2 sessions is September 4th through the 25th, October 2nd through the 30th, for $8 per 4-week session. The September 23rd Horseshoe Casino trip, reservations and payment deadline is September 9th. On 10/21 and 10/22 is the flu shot. Wednesday and Friday chair exercise. They continue the free legal assistance, blood pressure screening, and their ARC Smart driving course, and the health insurance assistant, and they have low-cost transportation. You do need to call the Township Senior Department for additional information or services. One of our community network nutrition sites, the CNN, our Gentle Senior Center in Calumet City, will be serving catfish this coming Thursday, August 14th. The Senior Center is holding an indoor carnival and picnic on Tuesday, August 19th. You need to see the flyer posted for this our Gentle Senior Center for details. All CNN locations provide affordable lunch and activities Monday through Friday with monthly parties for seniors age 60 and up. Frauds and scams are singling out seniors. Personal data theft is growing, so guard your medical ID like your credit card. Be sure to review your Medicare summary notice for accuracy. And CETA continues to provide services for Bloom Township seniors age 60 and up. The next senior committee will be Thursday, August 14th at 5 p.m. Thank you. This ends my report.
All right, thank you very much. Move to item number 6, consent agenda. Do the trustees have any issues or concerns for the consent agenda?
Yes, Mr. Mayor. When did we talk about the consent agenda? I mean, when did we talk about putting this on there? Because item F, G, and H, I know that we talked about purchasing them, but I didn't ever know. I didn't get a call to put this on the consent agenda.
It was all discussed during the budget hearings.
Okay, but what I'm asking is when did it was discussed, correct, but when was it voted or accepted or whatever to have it put on this consent agenda?
If you'd like to have it removed.
Because I was just wondering how it got there. I mean, no one called and no one asked. I didn't hear anything. It was not, because we didn't have a meeting last week. I mean, consent agenda is when we consent to have it put on there, but I'm just wondering when what meeting was this put on there? You know, how did it appear at this particular meeting? Yes, we did talk about it, and I did have a couple of questions about some of the items that are on there. But I'm just wondering why and how did it get put on the consent agenda at this particular time?
Well, it was placed on the consent agenda number one because it was talked about during the budget hearings. There was no objections during the budget hearings about these items. So I mean, if there was some type of objection about these items, it would have put it to the next level. But if you'd like to have something removed, just let us know. We'll remove it and we'll put it down to the business.
The reason to ask the mayor, yes, we did talk about it. We never got a dollar amount final and all of this. And then I was going to ask about some of the specifications that go along with some of these items. And we usually discuss, you know, why. And I mean, we have one price, and we asked about all the particulars. That was never. Yes, we did talk about a lot of things in the budget, but for it to appear on the regular board night, we usually vote on it, or we usually discuss it the week before at committee meeting. And that's why I was asking why and how did this get put on. But yes, I do have a question for F, G, H, to be, because I have questions for each one of those.
So you're asking to have those moved to the business?
Yes.
So we move to item number 7, the numbers, letters begin to be C, D, and E. Any other questions or comments? F, G, and H. Any other questions, comments, concerns? So I ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended, with items F, G, and H being moved to item number 7, with the new letters as C, D, and E. A motion to approve.
Second.
Bill Short, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes, to A, B, C, D, E, and I. Yes, to the, I mean, that has to be stated because it wasn't
The
stated.
mayor stated that we're removing F, G, and
Right,
H.
but I'm talking about the
You're
motion.
stating that we're approving A, B, C, D, E, and I. Okay, I just want to make sure that it's the same ones.
Roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Move to item number 7, new business. Item A, motion to approve accounts payable and disbursements for July 23rd, 2014 through July 12th, 2014. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee Bridges.
Mohan, there's a payout. 500 and to Alan Mack. Who is that?
The water, new project water contractor.
Contractor for the air strippers, over at Wells number 1, 2, 3.
Okay, just wanted to know. I didn't know who that was. He just offered big. Okay.
Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, Bill Short, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 7C, motion to approve new car lease for police cars. Again,
So.
oh, hang on, sorry. Hang on. I marked off B by accident. We'll go back to item 7B, motion to approve an ordinance making appropriations for the corporate purposes of the village of Sauk Village, counties of Cook and Will, state of Illinois, for the 5/1/2014 through 4/30/2015 fiscal year. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
A motion, is there a second?
Second.
A motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Bill Short, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Hoskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Now we'll move to item 7C, which is motion to approve new car lease agreements for police cars. And a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee Bridges.
Chief, I saw how much we're going to pay for the loan. Could you give me a rough estimate how much the striping and outfitting per vehicle would be?
I believe last year with all the equipment, installation, and including the strike, it was somewhere around 38,000.
Okay, so that'll be about 38,000. Okay, so that'll bring it up to basically close to close to, because the monthly payout, I'm sorry, this is yearly, so that would be close to 7, that would be close to what you have in the budget. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because I'm looking at what the payment will be right now. Just wanted to make sure. It's going to be the same question for Public Works, so if he wants to kind of get that ready too.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, will the clerk please call roll?
Burgess.
Yes.
Morton.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 7D, which would be motion to approve new car lease agreement for Public Works trucks. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
A motion and second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee Williams.
Yeah, Kevin, the same question. How much did you for striping, outfitting per, for the vehicle that you're talking about getting?
Roughly for the initial rates, like $400 for the site, and then the rest of all the rest of our lighting and the
Oh, okay, so they're just basically 200 per vehicle? So and you're looking at 6 vehicles, right? No, 5. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any other questions or comments? Kevin, are we still looking at working through our area departments with swapping maybe vehicles or? When we were talking, we were looking at police department. Is there something still going on there yet or no?
There's one vehicle that's still
Okay. All right. So it's still staying within, but working with the police department. Okay. All right. We got motion second. All the questions or comments? Trustee, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Morton.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item 7E, motion to approve salary increases for certain non-union employees. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion and second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee Burgess.
Well, can you tell me about the dollar amount that we're talking about total for all of the increases?
The total of salary as well as all the benefits included will come up to approximately $17,153.13.
Could you repeat that, please?
$17,153.13.
Thank you.
And everything was included inside the budget, which we discussed. So all raises were already included.
No, I just wanted to get a figure, Mayor. I mean, we're voting on it, so we're voting on a separate line item. I'd like to know how much we're voting on, that's all. Just like anything else, I don't look at inclusive. If it's a certain amount, then that's something we have, just like the car, something we have to hold each line item on the budget to that, or try to at least come close to that. That's all it was. If it was spelled out here, then it wouldn't have been a problem. That's why I asked.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Morton.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Move to item number 8, miscellaneous comments from the Mayor and Board of Trustees. Start with Trustee Williams. Trustee Myers.
I just forget that, I want to, school opens up, the sign is beautiful out there by the park. It serves the place. The park was started a long time ago. The gentleman started it, always wanted it to be a veteran type. I think the sign's beautiful. You guys did a great job on it. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. Guess I just have a lot. Just want to let you know, I was at Marcus Evans' office in Chicago, and I did bring back this information. Metra is hiring. It should be on the back table along with the table out in the Village Hall. There is a website to go to fill out the application, and also there is an email. Just to let you know, over this weekend, I participated in the annual Bud Billiken Day Parade. I was representing the Village of Sauk Village proudly with my wife, my daughter, and her friend. I got a lot of good time to speak with the governor, Tony Preckwinkle, and Robin Kelly was also there. We talked about some good stuff of economic growth in the south suburban area, including Sauk Village, along with the infrastructure and some of the things with transportation. The governor is very aware of Sauk Village, and he was very glad that we were able to participate and show support to the governor. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Fossey? Trustee Washington?
Thank you, Mayor. Just want to remind everyone that we are going to be doing tag day this coming Friday. If you want to volunteer, please let me know after the meeting. And also, if you'd like to be a block club captain, or if you want to find a block club captain on your block after talking to your neighbors, please get in contact with me and let me know. We want to get their ID badges taken so that they will be fully ready to help us celebrate at this back to school safety rally. Thank you.
Trustee Burns?
Oh, okay, I didn't hear. I just want to remind everyone, this coming Thursday will be the number 3 in the series of the town hall meetings. It'll be at a different time, from 6 to 7:30 at Rickover. Instead of 7 to 8:30, it'll be from 6 to 7:30 at Rickover. Please bring questions. I did have a few people ask me if someone comes in that's under 13 years old, will they be able to participate? Yes, they will, but I'm trying to get, people that are 13 or over to come out and talk and things like that. So, no, they won't be sent home if you're under 13, but I'm sure your parents will be there. But I just wanted to let everyone, remind everyone. And also, I wanted to say to the chief and everyone who's part of Nights Out, it was a great event. It should have been the fire department. I mean, they put on a show, how they cut the car in two. Took them a little bit, but I didn't know we had all that. That's a lot of equipment, and they have to learn how to use that. That was a great device for them to get to know. I wish we had the dog there. So I've seen the dog before and what the dog does, but this time the dog, I guess, was on vacation. Or that's what I was told. So, but anyway, it would have been something nice. I think that's what the fishing part would have been for. But we need to come out and see the services that the village has. It was a lot of people, but it wasn't enough people to come out for the Nights Out. The Nights Out is the reason for that. You come out and you talk with your police department. That's who puts this on. It's the police department along with the village, but it's for the police department to come out and interact with the residents in the village and let them know about the different services and ask questions, answer questions, let you know how to safely protect your home and things like that in your neighborhood. But I appreciate everyone that came out, and I enjoyed it. It's just I wish we had more people to come out and really take advantage of it. That's all I have.
Thank you, Trustee. I think we talked a lot about National Night Out. I thank all the departments. They did a great job. Second year in a row, and it's growing. And again, I think what we do is as we continue to do it every year, it's going to continue to grow. I think it was a great success. We had State Representative L.G. Sims was here. So we had the night of unveiling the new sign. So I thank James, the Sauk resident, who did that sign. I thank the beautification. The beautification committee has outdone themselves this year. Look around, maybe drive past the fire department. Flowers and plants are just overgrowing. It's beautiful. You come out, as you enter Sauk Village, look at the marquee. To your right, as you turn into Sauk Village, look to your left, and look at the work that they did out there. So, the Village Hall, and I thank all the others that have volunteered. Not only just our volunteers for the beautification committee, and Sharon and Linda. I always see you out there working, so I appreciate all the work that you're doing. But it also takes places like Smith's Farm and some of the other ones that's donated the flowers. Look when you're walking out the doors tonight, look at the nice flowers and things that are staying out there. So Sauk Village is looking great. So I appreciate it and thank you very much. We were talking about TVs, and I remember there is a shred and electronic cycling, which State Representative Will Davis, who's not our state representative, but we're allowed to participate on August 23rd from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. It's being held at St. Paul's Community Church, which is at 18200 Dixie Highway in Homewood, Illinois. So it's just a couple towns over. So if you have something, you might want to make sure that you take it. TVs are very it's an issue right now. If I drive down the street, went by a house, there must have been 5 or 6 of them just lined up against a vacant home. So I think it's something that we're definitely going to have to take a look at, going out and pulling up some of these TVs. The other thing too, is I forgot to mention, is Internet Essentials. And I always have a hard time with this one. Families may qualify up to 6 months of internet service if they apply for and are approved for Internet Essentials at a low cost of $9.95 a month for internet service from Comcast. This is August 4th through September 20th. To qualify, households must meet the following criteria. They must be located within a Comcast offer internet service, where they offer internet service, have at least one child eligible to participate in national school lunch program. They have not subscribed for Comcast internet service within the last 90 days, and they do not have any overdue Comcast bills or unreturned equipment. So parents can enroll for the program. It's 1-855-339-6124, or you can just go out and visit Comcast and go to apply for Internet Essentials if you have internet. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that. And also, there's a meeting announcement for the US 30 Sea and Railroad Overpass Information Meeting. If you're interested in what's happening over here on Route 30, which is next town over, that will be at 3 p.m. on Tuesday, August 26th. That's at Linwood Village Hall. So, I know we're going to see a lot of traffic going through, so we remind residents to be careful when you're pulling out on South Trail, as people are probably going to try to bypass all the construction that's going on. So, if you want to know exactly what's going to happen, you might want to attend that meeting on the 26th. With that said, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Motion second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We adjourn.
Minutes, okay?